all the different platforms up. Okay, we're live. We're going. What's up, chat? Doing the quick wrap up for the week. So I'm gonna start off with Nasdaq because it's one of the more major markets that we all like to pay attention to. I noticed that we've from the last couple of days we sort of started having a little bit of divergence here on Nasdaq, and this is I'm on the daily time frame as you can see. So I do believe that over the weekend we're probably gonna get some type of bearish catalyst, like super doubling down from Trump, whether that be um, Russia says something outlandish for a random reason, whatever the case may be. I'm expecting us to get some kind of bearish catalyst over the weekend that will have us open up red and go see about some of these levels that we have marked off on our chart here. I would love to go see about this 22K, grab me a 22K entry, and then rest of the year is up from there. Nah, I mean, like it could of course always revisit, but um with there's a little bit of I guess fraud speak happening with OpenAI, with some folks being having come out and said a few things in recent reports. I can't dig all the way into it right now, just because I don't have it all pulled up. I've just kind of been seeing it in my reports coming up, you know, the past couple of days. So AI tech sector may take a kind of a crowd sentiment kind of a hit this weekend, and that may drive this lower, as well as Trump adding on with some doubling down on getting Greenland in any way possible. So that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting to see from Nasdaq as next week unfolds. We'll check out, just to be thorough, our EUR/USD trade. I mean, from here it looks like we stopped out, but we're actually still in the trade and in a whole lot of profit. Um, Price did end up pulling a little bit lower than we thought it was gonna pull down to, but not too much further. As the week unfolds, I'm expecting this to go higher, but I'll go to DXY so we can give like the full context to that, because it's hard to trade USD anything, or anything USD, without looking at the full context of the dollar. So as the week opened on Sunday, when I dropped the Sunday video, we were talking about how we were expecting these levels here to not get taken out. We weren't really expecting price to end up breaking higher than here and going outside of this trend line, and it didn't. Price straight downward. That's exactly what it did. And now we've gotten to this midpoint that I talked about a few different times. I've talked about this a few different times. That's why I need folks to tap in and stay tapped in. You feel me? Because ain't no reason why you losing trades if I'm up here telling y'all where the market's going like every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's not financial advice. um, this middle point of this consolidation area here, once it fails, we are clean sailing all the way down to these areas here, and that looks pretty ugly, because that's this 96 getting taken out with some vigor, and then going to see about 94, possibly 95. And I believe before 2026 is out, we'll see about 93. Um, but winds could change. The economy could start doing crazy good, give some bullish catalyst to the dollar. That would pull gold back. Gold has been on fire. Um, did I already have some charting done on the other one? I thought I had some charting done on one of these. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah. So I was looking. I'm looking. Well, I'm not really looking for it that much Um, really, probably not gonna occur. But I mean, I like the entry because there's the gap up there. So there's still liquidity to be grabbed here, and we are extended, but price has just been pushing. So I've been sitting waiting for another entry ever since I got stopped out in profit of my last entry, um, down here somewhere. But I'm kind of just waiting for it to give me an opportunity to get in there. Um, a pullback, honestly, like this level is great, but we may end up getting like a pullback to like this little wick here, and then continuing higher. So if we do put in a higher low here and we start continuing higher, if I'm able to, if it hasn't made too much range when I see it, then I'll get in to go ahead and take it higher. Um, but this definitely doesn't like have to pull back this far, need to pull back this far. It has enough momentum to tap this and go on about its way. So like, I consider very low risk, very low risk entry here. I take it like out of the middle piece of it, and then not very much room if it were to fail. Not very much room at all if it were to fail. So I'd love for it to come down and give us a cool little entry like that. To tap this 5K TP up here. You know what I'm saying? Itching for it. I know the markets are itching for that 5K. We're gonna tap 5K. It's just a matter of like how it's gonna look, and you know how much higher than 5K wants to go. Now, granted, on like some long term analysis speak, like for on the monthly time frame, gold needs to take a darn chill pill. You know what I mean? So like that's why any buys at these levels, you gotta treat them as low risk. You know what I'm saying? I try to have good RR because I mean, when it pulls back, it can be violent. It can be very violent and volatile. Um, is gold. You know what I'm saying? And it can be violent and volatile, but still be reasonable in the overall bullish sense. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, trade smart, trade safely. You guys got the major pair, which is Euro USD, so you know how AUD USD and GBP USD for the most part will be moving. You got Nasdaq, so you know Nasdaq SPX U30 ballpark movement, and you got gold, so you got gold and silver. So all the major markets covered in just about 8 minutes. That is top tier. I'm talking about top tier analysis. And this of course I like to dig deep into things, but on Friday, things haven't super duperly changed from Thursday, so it's mostly just a wrap up. But just to give you guys some more perspective, um, Edge Finder over here, please go away. First clip. Um, Sorry, a little pop up on my MacBook because I need to get some things moved around. Um, NZD Chef getting an even stronger score than yesterday. NZD JPY still a strong score. AD Chef still a strong score. CAD JPY still a strong score. We're trading all of these essentially. Kind of just we're just floating for real right now. Um, move over here so I can show you the data on this. Um, this CAD JPY we looked at yesterday. CO2 had uh, a lot less short, or a lot less long positions yesterday. So I like that. That's number is going up. because I'm looking for CAD JPY buys. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. Oops. I can't just hit the back button because it likes to try to go into like the wrong email that's attached. I don't know why it does that. But let's go back on our chart and take a look at these pairs. NCD been going crazy. And we gave an analysis yesterday on how we wanted to play it from here because it was still bullish. What I don't really think is gonna happen is this, but starting to think it might happen more because of the fact that that bullish score that it's getting is better. It's getting more bullish. So we may end up pushing higher and getting this pullback play off of a broken level to the upside rather than a pullback into familiar levels for a discount play. So breakout versus discount. We're gonna get one of them because it's gonna move cleanly, and when it does, we are going to trade it. So let me go ahead and add an alert there and an alert there. So when price starts growing anywhere, we get notified. All right, and then the other one was NZDJPY, right? Yeah. Oops, not there's not two P's. Didn't mean to do that. Um, so I this area here, I put this in here because folks can try to get in. It sort of kind of tried to reach for it within how many pips is that within? Nah, no, no, no. Like 20 pips, roughly within 20 pips of the entry that I had here. But I guess I didn't mark it as an entry, more just of a point of interest. But what I'd like to happen for this to continue higher, since it's already dropped off and broken down just a little bit, I would like for it to continue that and come down to this level here so we can actually scale in some more. And I'll risk roughly the swing high down here for it. So a little bit bigger of a trade there, but um, I like how NZDJPY has been moving, especially since we got this first entry down here, and like we've been live streaming it for day after day after day, so it's feeling repetitive saying it over and over, but man, that entry was amazing, and you guys can go back through the live episodes on the channel and check out the analysis that went behind that and how all that played out. AUD Chef, I think I had marked. I'm pretty sure I had marked. Okay, yeah. So I'm still looking for AUD Chef to pull back, um, and give up an entry. It's seeming like it might want to just break higher here, and if that's the case, then I'll probably just grab an entry on the hourly, um, from here. Because just continue to trade higher. And when you're waiting for entry, sometimes that entry could just mean it's lost a lot of momentum. You know what I mean? So you don't always want it to pull back and give you too much of a discount. Um, uh, this I wouldn't risk any more than this low here for this entry, but for this one down here, the risk is a little bit deeper into this um, previous breakout down here. So multiple breakout levels that we are looking to trade from. Multiple breakout levels. All right. I got all the major markets, the analysts where I think it's going, and the trades that I've been actually actively trading. So you guys got the full scope, the full picture of everything. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, sub button, and that bell icon. All that is going to tell the algorithm this is good content and needs to get pushed forward. And if you haven't already gone over here to check out the bird's eye tool, then you're missing out. Let me see, because I think we were getting a read earlier. Yeah, we're getting a read on CAD Chef right now. Um, bearish. Sorry, excuse me. A bearish read on CAD Chef. This tool right here is completely free. You guys don't have to even sign up for it. We are going to be releasing a upgraded version of it. That comes with like alerts and whatnot, and that is paid. But to use the tool, and be able to take advantage of how awesome it is, you guys don't have to pay anything, sign up. Just go to thebirdseyetool.com. Again, thebirdseyetool.com, and just save it to your home screen. Boom. And whenever need to check on where the momentum is pointing on an asset, boom, you got it. You feel me? Like if you was about to take a buy, maybe you'll wait because you're seeing there's probably a better buying opportunity somewhere on the chart because there's some slight bearish momentum incoming, as the bird's eye tool is telling you. Built and coded by myself. All right. I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.